So a lot of these individuals who I'm seeing are going overseas. Here's one kink in their armor. I said kink, not the other word. But one kink in their armor I noticed that is preventing them from enjoying the best life that they can. Not living their best life. I live my best life. Who came up with that term anyway? Living my best life. That sounds like a basic broad term if I've ever heard of it. Now there are basic dude bro terms as well that we can get into, but a basic broad term, living my best life, I'ma do me, self love. I don't want to hear any dude saying those things. If you're a dude and you're saying those things, then we need to check your dude card. We need to review your dude card because it might be up for expiration. I mean, I'm definitely up for review. So, but anyway, if you want to live the best life that you can live, you seriously have to live it up here first. And by living it up for here first, that means anything that traumatized you, anything that neglected you, anything that rejected you in the States, you got to get over it. And I'm not saying get over it in a way that the same woman who rejected you or the community that rejected you say get over it. We have serious issues in this country as men of all races that we got to deal with, and I realize that. And it's not to be taken with trivial. It's not to be taken in a trivial manner. Because let's go back to, in the case, I gotta bring the brothers up for example. We can put this example on all men because we are inclusive on this channel. We do not do tribalists. Oh man, I'm talking to you, brother. I'm talking to you. No. First of all, shout out to Ron Wills specifically on his explanation of the alpha female. Now, when it comes to the alpha female in the eyes of any man, the alpha female, and I'm paraphrasing what he has stated in the definition, is essentially the females that any guy, particularly adolescent guy, or even guy in his childhood, a boy in his childhood, romantically or sexually lust after. Now, a lot of his sexual projection in life can be determined on if said alpha female accepts him or rejects him, or it's just cool with him, or friend zones him. So you got guys who have the said alpha female, whether it's a cheerleader, whether it's the bad chick in the high school, middle school, whatever. Now, if they are accepted, now they're appreciated, and we all know what that means. Or even if they're cool and cordial with said alpha chick, and the alpha chick helps them get the alpha chick, the alpha minus chick, and all that kind of stuff. Your homegirls, anyway, cool. Usually that means it's a good path. But what I'm finding with a lot of these travel guys, or just guys in certain spaces in general, is that these are the guys who are rejected or at best friend zone by the saying alpha chick that they looked up to in middle and high school. And that can leave a lot of issues, a lot of serious issues that, I hate to say this, a lot of guys are trying to solve by going overseas. And with that, I'm going to say this right now. You're not solving those issues by going overseas. Because, yes, you can go overseas, and even the guys who prefer women of their own race. Yeah, so you got cheerleader chick, cheerleader, hot ponytail, looking like Christina Applegate, or freaking Pamela Anderson, Carmen Electra in her prime kind of chick. Or just and for the brothers out there, the Brandy, the Myra, the Ashanti, whoever. Or a person like myself, the Mariah Carey, the freaking Jessica Alba looking chick. Look, if these chicks rejected you when you were young, right, you're always going to be fiending not only just for the race of chick, but for that kind of chick. Meaning that if you go overseas, for the brothers out there who go overseas, you got rejected in the community, right? But you find a fine chick who looks just like the same chicks who rejected you in middle and high school, choosing on you in the DR, Brazil, Colombia, etc., even Africa. Brothers from overseas, Caucasian brothers. You find that Carmen Electra chick or that Christina Applegate chick in Europe somewhere. or or mainly Europe, and she chooses on you, and you're successful for her. You even get to marry her and have kids. Now, if you're using that and you haven't gotten over the rejection that we faced in middle and high school, and you always are going to be wondering and pining over getting the acceptance of that exact same kind of chick, and just having the same kind of chick, the same race, but a different culture is not going to solve that issue. Now, Ron Wills did mention that if the same individual who got rejected in the beginning finds a chick who is of that similar, not just race, but the culture and the mindset later in life, and is chosen by the same dude, then that can solve the issue. But let's just be honest, a lot of guys aren't going to get that opportunity. Let's just be honest. If you didn't get the opportunity back then to get the Samantha of your dreams or Shaniqua of your dreams, then unless you get a young Samantha or Shaniqua as an older man, and you get her choosing you and you don't have to pay for it, if you're seeing this out, and a lot of guys aren't going to go through this unless they go through a complete alpha transformation. Not even alpha transformation, because that word's being parodied thanks to these dating coaches now. But nonetheless, you got to either be chosen or get that out of the way, get the chosenness out, make sure you're chosen by said women, or you have to get help for it. You have to get therapy for it. And I'm not saying get therapy because in the same way that a lot of people tell you, oh, you need to get over it, you need to get therapy, you educated land, you need to get therapy, you dork. No, I'm saying get over it, because if you need the ultimate goal for you finding the woman of your dreams, or just finding women that you like hanging out with, or just finding women that rotate, all right, that's fine, that's one thing. But in order to do that successfully, you're going to have to get over said rejection. And you're going to have to realize that for these women out here, particularly the women who rejected you, but you keep fiending over and SBEing over and whining over, saying, hey Keisha, hey Sasha, look, I couldn't get you here, but I got someone like you overseas, or I got another race of women. That doesn't help things. I'm sorry. That does not replace the hurt, because we're seeing some of these same individuals still talking about Keisha like a dog. We're still seeing the same individuals talking about Sasha like a dog. And whether they deserved it or not, I'm not here to say that. I'm here to say, get over it. Not because they don't deserve any sort of condemnation or scolding, but get over it for your sake. And if it takes going back and finding that same Keisha who rejected you, well, honestly, don't even do that. Don't tie that same individual who rejected you, because quite frankly, yeah, it's sort of true. They're not going to be in their prime, and it's not going to feel the same, and you're going to feel like you missed out. You're going to feel like you were screwed, you were cheated out of. Or she may choose you, beta bucks, bailout plan, and you're really going to be in the world of hurt. So get help, get therapy. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with therapy, as Black Ram says. Yeah, but I can't even remember the quote right now. He says something about therapy. So this is therapeutic, man. This is therapy, man. And everyone else out there, either do that or find some chick who fit the cultural profile of the woman who rejected you, have her choose you, or just, do the choosing signals, and you know what? Get it out of the way. Just get it out of the way, and then, you'll be all right. Everyone else out there, always bet on X.